welcome to another podcast of whatever this is. I'm Zac.
And I'm Travis, and welcome to whatever this is.
Tonight we have two very special guests with us.
We have with us from Punk Cake, Miss Jessica Curtin, and my lovely wife, but we'll get to them in a minute. For those of you who haven't been with us before, we are a random-ass podcast video show. We have stacked this bucket here with a bunch of questions. Jessica has provided us some questions. Zac wrote a couple, I wrote a couple. So we have a bunch of random stuff. Nobody knows what we're going to explore tonight. We're going to hear a bunch of random stuff, a bunch of very interesting and sometimes provocative information. And we're going to learn a lot. So, but first we should probably find out who these people are. So, Jess, welcome and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you both for having me on, and thank you for letting us invade your home. I am Jessica Curtin, and I am one of the founders of Punk Cake Alterno Art. We are a loose collective of artists and musicians and creative types, and loose in that we don't have an official headquarters, and we kind of do things as we feel like it, really. Nice. And it's kind of we do have some of our anchor shows. We have some live punk music shows. We combine that with sort of an alterno art market. But this past year, with the addition of you guys as part of our Punk Cake board, we threw our first ever prom. We have explored all sorts of other things. We did a Punk Cake Your Valentine. Oh no, actually that got snowed out. Well, we live in New England, so the chances of us getting it, getting snowed out. Mm-hmm. So that turned into a Punk Cake Your Snow Day. But we basically are an organization out to both support and show off the creative stuff that folks are doing in Worcester, around the Worcester area. But as we've been growing over the last 3 to 4 years, we're also, connecting with people on the West Coast. We're connecting with people like down south, with people over in Europe. And just, if you're doing something creative and it's kind of cool, we want to hear about it. And we want to tell other people about you. And basically, any way we can. We've hung art in buildings in downtown Worcester and literally stood on the sidewalk and talked to people passing by. If they even looked sideways at some of the art or posters hanging in the window, we were like, hey, let me tell you about Punk Cake. Oh, August 27th, which is our next pop-up in Flea, and that's...
You'll find Zac and I there.
Nice,
and
we're
Sarah.
So excited, and Sarah will be there. We've got probably 20... I think we have 22 vendors signed up so far, so we have a couple of spaces left. We set up in the parking lot at Ralph's. Everybody gets a pretty decent sized space.
If you've never been to Ralph's, there's a Punk Cake video. I'm going to link at the end of this. We'll link the Punk Cake channel. You can see it. It's awesome.
Well, we'd love to have you because Punk Cake is all ages. So it's not just sort of the adult punk show with art. It's really... we're looking to make this a community event.
That's what I like about Punk Cake. It's a community.
Yeah.
And you guys provide opportunity for people that don't necessarily know how to get in.
Exactly.
Low barrier to entry. And that's what I love about you guys.
Yeah, we're pretty chill. Our vendor fees are always pretty low, and if you have art and you want to come sling it and you don't know how,
right,
you can contact us. We can help set you up. Or we did have a high school student who actually came down from New Hampshire and was kind of looking for a way to learn about how do I get in and do art shows. And he came down to us and said, I brought my art. And we said, we're going to put you next to one of our artists who's done this for a little while. And she helped him get set up with a table and chairs and all this. And yeah, I think he had a good time. And actually, he has since gone on to do more art fairs in his area, which, is the name of the game.
So it was expanding.
Yeah, and we've had a couple people who've showed up and sort of, cut their teeth on the Punk Cake events, and then they've moved on to larger events, which is awesome, because folks looking to make a living by doing creative things, how cool is it? You learn in a really funky sort of supportive community, and then you move on and you do what you love. So it's kind of fun to have been a part of that. And then we have our regulars, or every so often they come back and they're like, hey, we're not going to do that market this weekend. We're going to come hang at home, which is kind of fun. So
awesome. And next to Jess, we have the wonderful, beautiful, magnificent Sarah K. Duda, who's taking the last of her beer because she is not really a camera person. I kind of persuaded her. Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
this is going to be like one of those 10 seconds or less kind of things. I create art in various mediums. I've been using these watercolor pencils lately, and they're awesome. I think they're better than regular watercolor because I think you have more control over the outcome and the shading and everything. But I really like to use all kinds of medium. I've worked in clay before, I've worked in wood, I've worked in metal, and they're all awesome and interesting. I'm just kind of trying to find my way and find out like what I'm good at this point. And Jess here has provided Travis and I with an awesome medium to kind of show off our artwork with, and we're very grateful to her, and we want to showcase our work at these punk cake events and everything.
She's also a photographer.
I'm a photographer too.
You were a prom photographer, actually.
I was the prom photographer. I have a hard time. I'm not very good at promoting myself.
You're amazing with like colors and pencils and stuff. Actually, your artwork was in our zine.
I like things that don't require a lot of digital manipulation, just because like I'm just a very hands-on type of person.
And Sarah's fantastic, and she decided to join us.
I concur.
I have a feeling she might be joining the podcast a little more frequently, but we'll see how tonight goes.
And please, cut out anything that you don't find particularly interesting. I will not be offended at all.
Well, that's staying in.
I think it's about ready. I think it's about time to start
We're going to
the
hit the
show.
questions?
Yeah, this is the first time we've had guests. So we'll start and have the person on your left read. Now, when you pull one of these questions, there's two different types of paper, so make sure you're not looking.
Gotcha.
But I will read a question for Zac, and Zac will answer, and we'll all learn. But our job now is to pry and to get to like the root of the story, or to get like the juiciest bits.
Yeah, you gotta.
Is there a time limit?
No.
Okay.
I mean, when we feel like the conversation's done, we'll move on.
Cool.
See where it goes.
Awesome. Bring it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So let's kick this off. Or you know what we should? Let's have.
Drum roll or something?
We should have the guest go first, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the guest is gonna go first. So the first question is.
Are you nervous? I don't know what the question is. Wait, is this for Sarah or for me? This is
for you.
This is for me.
This is for
okay.
Jessica Curtin.
Oh.
Where will you never go again?
Oh. This is gonna be one of those things. Like there are a couple places where I know I've gone. I'm like, I will never come back here. And I've said that 4 times about the same place.
I wrote the question and I thought of it myself. Like you could take this 2 different ways because maybe a place you can never go again. Well, it's like it's maybe that you don't choose to. It's that you literally can't.
You're gonna get kicked out.
Or
can't go again.
Like your grandmother's house. You'll never go back to your grandmother's house.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You can take it anywhere you want to go.
And then all of a sudden I'm like Brigadoon because
it
disappears every 100 years.
A bit to milk and cream.
Oh my God! You know, well
I was
done.
in Brigadoon in
Were
high school.
you?
That's a story for later.
Where will I never go again? High school. Actually, middle school. Well, and I guess that's sort of a figurative thing because I am a teacher, so I actually have to enter high schools and middle schools and elementary schools. But when people are like, "Oh, if I could just go back," I would never go back. I would never go back. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's because I keep bumping into people who reminisce about like the good old days and how fabulous it was, and like, oh, it was wonderful, and they miss it, and I'm like, I don't miss it. There are certain people I would love to sort of. I wish I had kept in touch with, but I will never go back to high school. Do you guys remember that movie? I'm about to date myself here. Peggy Sue Got Married.
No.
Have you guys even heard of that movie?
No, sorry, Jess.
That's it. I'm leaving this podcast right now. I'm too old. Was it Kathleen Turner? Ugh, you guys don't know. Anybody out there who's my age remember Peggy Sue Got Married?
If you know this, whatever this ancient movie she's talking about.
You guys remember Kathleen Turner, right? And she like goes somewhere and she hits her head and she goes back in time. Oh my God! And Nicolas Cage, you just had a thing.
No,
Did you just?
I was thinking of Overboard.
Is it?
That's Goldie Hawn.
Is it-
Yeah, I know. That's why you said hit her head and fell.
Oh, and hit her head
I
fell
thought,
over.
yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, she goes back in time to high school. Can I tell you, that's horrifying to me. I still have nightmares like that. I'm late to Mr. Harmon's Latin class. Like so yeah. So if you knew me in high school, this is a terrible question. What are we doing here tonight? I'm never going back to high school or this podcast ever again. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, like, so I took Sarah back to my 10-year anniversary, or 10-year reunion, and I'd never want to go back there again. Like, I don't really care for a lot of the people I went to high school with. And a lot of them are still stuck there, and I don't want to see that. I've progressed, and they're stuck
And that's
there.
kind of small town syndrome, though, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
There's
I liked the people. And actually, like, I think, like, well, you've met some of the folks that I've gone to
Yeah.
high school with, and they're amazing.
Like, Jamie's fantastic.
Yeah, and Gretchen and Week and Gretchen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, there's
I
a
get it.
lot of folks that I'm still in touch with that I like. I think it's just the being a teenager in with a whole bunch of other teenagers and being unsure of who you
Sure.
are. Like the whole sort of,
Learning it.
yeah, and the whole sort of just being in that situation is just, oh God, I never want to go back. But actually, if I saw most of the folks that I went to high school with, if I saw them out, I'd be like, hey, what's going on? Yeah.
If I saw them, I'd be like, why the hell are you in Worcester?
Okay, I would have some of those moments too, like,
Mhm.
wait a minute, what are you doing here? No.
Awesome. All right, so Jess gets to ask them this
I get
question.
oh,
You can even
nice.
pick who answers the question.
Really? Okay.
You could. That's actually
Read
not a
it.
bad way.
But I should
Terrible idea.
I should
Yeah.
pick before.
Pick, read it, and
then
be like, who would
then-
have the juiciest answer for this?
Oh, so I
So
shouldn't
it's
pick
kind of
somebody.
like Cards
Okay.
Against Humanity.
Yeah, in a way. I don't know. We're just growing.
All right, let's try it out.
I like it.
All right, so
Oh, I like
I already tell by the paper that this is one of the ones that I brought, and I'm all excited. So it's upside down. So, what is your dream job? And the teacher and me had to put the little qualifier in there, like explaining in case somebody didn't understand the question.
What is the
You can
qualifier
take
say?
a teacher out of the classroom, but it is, i.e., it doesn't have to be one that exists. You can totally make it up. So, like, if your dream
Oh.
job is you know, like, I want to be a blanket snuggler. I'm like looking at Sarah's blanket right here.
Professional blanket snuggler right
Who's
here.
answering that?
Nice. I'm gonna go Zac on
Alright.
this one, partially because we've had this conversation a number of times. I know that you guys are just getting to know them, and I'm sure it'll come up. But Zac, I'm gonna pry into your life a little bit.
Well, my ideal dream job would be, I think the job I didn't get when I was in Florida. It was, I was supposed to be working, or I was trying to get a job working on a yacht as a
Ooh.
private chef
Really?
for some rich guy.
For some rich guy?
Yeah, it was, I'm not exactly sure who owned the yacht, but there was openings that I went and applied for, and then I ended up never staying down there.
So what does it entail?
Going on a boat for 3 months at a time, going to the Bahamas or Turks and Caicos, wherever the boat goes. A lot of the chefs kind of get to have a way of practicing more, because you're on the boat for 3 months at a time. You usually have one like night off during the week, but you're working the rest of the time serving 3 meals, and you really get to, working for such a small group of people, you really get to hone your skills. Plus you're on a boat. It means you have to work with the supplies you have most of the time. I mean,
a lot of seafood.
They are exactly
Really
exactly.
rationing.
Yep. And
Oh, okay. That
especially
would
because
be kind of cool.
if you have a 2-day trip somewhere, you got to make sure you have enough food and plan everything out. And it just honed chefs in a very nice way.
Would the Bob of the Sea mess with you cooking? Like, I could only imagine you trying to chop.
And yeah,
The
what happens
waves
if
are
you get
coming.
like a giant swell and like?
Whoosh, that pig.
See, that's why the really rich chefs or really good chefs get the really rich guys with the really big yachts, where that's not a problem. So,
So when you interviewed for this, did you actually get to see the boat that you
No,
could
it
have
was
potentially been
for
on?
kind of like what Worcester has up here. It's I Hire Chefs. It was a chef temp agency.
Okay.
That worked along with another like placement group for chefs down there.
What were some of the questions? Like, how do you interview for this?
I mean,
Do you have seasickness?
Did you have to cook for them? Like bring samples?
Yeah, that is.
Shut up! What did you bring them?
No, you make something there. Yeah, it's they call it a chef test, and in most restaurants, that's what you have to do. I remember my first day at this place, the Villa in Sandy Hook. I walk in and I knew these guys. My parents owned a laundromat and they had the hair salon right next door. And her brother owned the restaurant, so I've known them for 25 years. And they were like, nope, get in there and cook us something. Because that's just standard protocol when you money where their mouth is.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What did you cook them? I'm so fascinated by this. This is so cool.
For the interview, I did a seafood paella. I figured it was one of the nice staples of seafood yeah.
Nice. Now, did they ask you any questions, or was this
No,
solely on
there's a
cooking?
standard introductory interview, and you go, it's standard questions. How long you've been in this business, blah blah. They do ask you if you get seasick.
I would imagine.
But there's a lot more to it because they need all your medical records and stuff because you're going to be on the boat in case something happens.
Oh, yeah.
Serial killer.
Yeah. Yes, I am, and that's why I didn't get the job.
I was just gonna say, can we ask why you didn't get the job? But serial killer probably would have ruled you out.
Did they see your feet and they were like, no?
Yep, that's it.
Is there something
Yeah,
wrong with
right.
that feet?
He has hooks for feet.
Yeah. They're claws.
Oh.
Talons.
See, and I think that would be helpful on a boat
Right.
because
Right,
when the
hold
waves
on to
come,
the
you just
waves.
cling on.
They just dip
cling
Zac
on
in
to
the
perch.
ocean and he catches the fish
Exactly.
with his nasty.
I think they missed out on them.
That's
Really,
missed out on
I
an
think
opportunity
they.
right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That's a pretty cool dream job.
As long as it's not the same picture.
Oh, it's probably going to be the same picture now that I know that you need it. Yeah, see, remember this sperm picture from last week? And see, that's where I get to show the sperm picture again. Zac
Only
is
the
like,
sperm with claws.
No, then we have a sperm with claws that Travis has to
Very
Photoshop
disturbing.
now. I'm just making a lot of work for myself.
Closet sunglasses.
Claws and
Nice.
sunglasses, of course.
That's stupid, Hurley. Yeah.
Alright, that sounds like a pretty cool dream job.
Like feeling her knees. They're covered with a fuzzy blanket. All right, what's the question?
That's a naughty couch over there.
I know.
Project.
Weirdest thing you've eaten.
The weirdest thing I've eaten. I think this is my question too. Oh goodness.
It is. It's totally
Corn.
in your family.
So
Flavor
like
on it.
I can remember what?
Corn with flavor on it.
I heard there's a little kitchen incident involving corn and garlic this week.
So these guys make fun of me because I am a little plain Jane. And yeah, Zac and I are
You're a
open.
pussy.
Jeez. I'm a woman. I have something in this eye too. Everybody's gonna be like, why does he keep rubbing his eye? Can I have the piece of paper, please?
Bingo.
Oh yeah, we take that one now.
He has pink.
So, did you put it there with your butthole fingers?
Yes, I do.
So,
Oh, where did we just go?
that's my eye with his butthole fingers.
Down the rabbit hole. Then to his eye.
I can remember as a kid, one of the neighbor kids got me to eat ants with him because he read in a survival book that prisoners of war in World War II would eat ants. So we ate some ants and they're kind of citrusy. So I've eaten ants, but like I can remember a time when my grams and granddad wanted me to eat Rocky Mountain oysters, and I wouldn't eat Rocky Mountain oysters, which
Rocky
are
Mountain.
bull testicles.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
But back to that point I was talking about before, Sarah and Zac make fun of me even though I'm trying to open a restaurant. I'm kind of plain Jane with my food options, and I tend to like things fried and cheese and fattening.
fried NGs.
Yeah.
No vegetables
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Now, I'm healthier looking now, but I used to look much, much heavier, and I'll probably flash a very embarrassing picture of myself, and that's fine. I carry one in my wallet on my license. It's right there. Anyway, so that's something pretty strange I've eaten.
Have you?
Go ahead.
Have you ever eaten Rocky Mountain oysters?
No, I have not.
Okay, I was just like, wait a minute.
No,
Is
bugs.
that
No, back to bugs.
bugs?
I can remember in 5th grade, we had this cookbook, so everybody had to bring in a recipe, and this isn't really necessary. Anyway, it kind of fits. Everybody had to bring in a recipe, and the entire class put together their recipe, and in the end, we were going to have one cookbook that we can take. And I didn't want to take just any of my family recipes because I was the weird kid. So I made up my own recipe, which is essentially... No? Which is essentially ice cream with peanut butter, and then just to make it fun, I added green food coloring and called it edible gloop, and wrote a recipe. It was a sweet ass recipe. I bet I could find that somewhere. But it was just green shit in a bowl, and I could like.
And that's the way it came out too.
Yeah, no, it was gross, and I loved it. It tasted delicious, but nobody else in the class wanted to eat it. And I remember one kid, this kid Dennis or something, was making fun of me. He got the whole class making fun of me for my edible gloop, and I'm surprised it still made it into the cookbook.
Oh my god. The teacher put it in.
Yeah, oh
Of
yeah.
course you put
she
it in.
did.
That's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
This is true. This is true. Edible gloop. Has he made that for you?
No, thank God.
She won't let me.
No. That
That's
sounds like
fantastic.
I'm like, I don't know, I don't eat a lot of weird things. I mean, we don't normally do this, but anybody else eat something super, super weird?
I've eaten crickets.
Sarah's eaten
Eating
bone
crickets.
marrow, where we go out to dinner and she's just given a shank
That's
of
not even that weird.
bone.
Yeah,
and she's
Yeah,
just
I feel like
given
that's
some-
kind
Not
of common.
weird
Like
at
this.
all.
That's
Yeah.
common?
Yes, very common.
That's
Not
common.
weird at all.
It is
Yeah, like
very
herbs,
weird
and you put garlic
to
herb, and
dominate
you put it
an
on like,
animal to the point where you're eating the marrow from its bones.
After it's
Yes,
been
you
cooked down
fucking
for
peasant.
hours, it's fucking good. It's the
Well-
it is the food of kings.
yeah, you spread it on like, crunchy
Oh,
bread.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
delicious.
get it. I don't get it.
Why
It's
wouldn't
delicious.
you eat that?
Yeah, with a little garlic.
Why?
and some
Why
herbies.
wouldn't I? I don't know. Because I'm a freaking shitty millennial, and I grew up with chicken nuggets. I was gonna say fish sticks, but I didn't eat fish sticks
I
even
grew
as
up
a
with
kid.
chicken nuggets too.
I know, but I stayed there. You progressed.
He did not progress past chicken nuggets.
Apparently not.
I literally watched a YouTube video on how to make your own McDonald's chicken
Oh my
nuggets.
god.
Did you really?
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm gonna come
It
home one
starts-
day and it's just gonna be
It's gonna smell like McDonald's in the house.
It
That's
starts
amazing.
with whatever, chopping up the chicken like it's completely ground chicken. That doesn't.
Oh yeah, and then you form it. Yeah, you form
Yeah.
it in a little
When
nug.
you form it, you can form it into different shapes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Probably penises, and then I'll serve it to Zach.
chicken penis nuggets.
Yeah. Well, they'd be cock nuggets.
Because I'm really a 9-year-old in my head, I find that very
There goes our
funny.
monetization. So we're not trying to monetize these yet. We probably won't be able to, but that's okay. All right. So that's some weird stuff. If you don't like our questions, then
Send
first
your
off,
own.
shut up, and then write your own down in the comments, and we'll use those. Anybody that gives us a question, we'll give you a shout out on social media. Hit us up on Instagram.
Or we won't.
Yeah, we
If
will.
your questions suck.
I feel like this is a very taciturn, like.
We got a little aggressive there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Jess this question.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Jess,
I'm ready.
you're facing a zombie horde, and you have with you only one famous weapon. What is it? So I went famous weapon being like a movie weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Think of
Like
like
a machete or
Excalibur.
a
Okay.
flamethrower.
But you can go anywhere you want.
One famous weapon. Okay. Actually, Excalibur was the first one that kind of popped into my mind. But then I was like, well, that's a... And then I went to, like, William Wallace's broadsword. But it's taller than I am. So I'm thinking in a zombie horde, that badass thing is going to slow me down. I don't know who I'm kidding. I'm not running. I'm going to like lie down. Come the zombie apocalypse, I'm going to lie down and pretend I'm dead already. And once they pass, I'm going to go on my merry way.
Will that work? Can you play
I don't know.
dead?
Can you play dead in the
It works
zombie?
for
No, they would
bears.
stop to eat, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You lie down. Oh, that's
Well, you'd have to
Bad
smell
plan.
dead. And, like Walking Dead, you could cover yourself in the stench, and if they thought you were already dead and just didn't turn, they would probably walk by. But it depends on which types of zombies you're talking about. If we're talking Resident Evil zombies, which are crazy, like chemical, sciencey
Or
zombies.
28 days later.
Yeah, then they're not stopping. They're
Yeah.
just gonna jump into your brains.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sorry.
And
Oh,
your
so now I
eyes.
have to fight. All right, so let me think of more weapons.
Maybe a zombie bear. That
Zombie
would
bear.
definitely not fall for your shit.
No.
Hmm.
Zombie
All right,
shark.
so I need something
Sure,
pretty
zombie
damn
bear.
powerful. Zeus's thunderbolts. Can I lightning
Oh,
bolts?
go
Can
for
I
it.
use
Oh, yeah.
that as a weapon?
Yeah.
That's
That's
go with it.
I'm like thinking. All right, you know what? It's either
Badass.
that or like a wand. Like do the little like.
Oh, like a Harry Potter.
Oh, but you gotta get
Yeah.
the elder wand though. Like if you're gonna get.
Oh, and Harry broke that. So all right, I'm going with Zeus's thunderbolts then. The lightning
Would you,
bolts. Like
I mean, you can go like Gandalf's staff. Is that technically a wand? I mean, that's a staff,
No,
but
that's a
magic
staff.
magic comes off the tip. Just the tip.
I once went on a date. Never mind. This is terrible. It's like I get with you guys, and all of a sudden I'm like potty mouth and potty brain, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the thunderbolts. The more I'm thinking about this is less messy. I'm not like poking or stabbing any zombies. I can do it from far away and just like, no, it's more Spider-Man. How does one? Is this gonna be like I have one and then I throw it, but it's gonna have to be
Oh,
like a
then you just reach
retractable, like a
back
surf leash, like boom, get a zombie and get it to come back or something like that.
Like Scorpion. Get over here.
Or can I just like throw them and they
Don't
renew?
Throw 'em,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a boomerang.
No, you got a whole
thunderbolt.
satchel that just
And
keeps
just, like,
throwing
a
them.
Satchel.
Whole
A
satchel.
satchel.
for my lightning bolt.
So do you prefer hashtag tape?
Did Zeus have a satchel of lightning bolts? Is
I
this
think
something
he just
that
conjured them.
just conjured
He
that?
had-
Well, he's a
He had them
god,
in the
right?
cloud.
This
Or
is
in-
true.
in the
Oh,
future,
that's a
he's
good
god.
point, Sarah. He did have him in the cloud.
Think
Would you have his
like,
cloud too? And so Jess is just
That
floating around on a
Disney
cloud.
movie.
Badass.
Hercules?
No,
So if I-
not Hercules.
What are they doing?
Hercules.
Fantasia. Where he's just kind of lounging around in the clouds and he just
Family
picks
Guy?
up a lightning bolt from the clouds and he just.
So if I'm lounging around in the clouds, do I have to deal with the zombies like you sorry bastards down here, or am I
that's
doing
it.
good?
That just changes the
The
dynamic.
clouds are on
Yeah.
the ground.
Changes get,
Another ground clouds?
They're
Ground
ground
clouds.
clouds.
That's called fog.
which is good. I could,
Whatever.
well, I could reach
Travis.
that because I'm short, so I could just whoosh on that. So that's what I'm going with.
When I
Like,
wrote the question, I really thought of lightsaber. Like, you would decimate large factions of zombies with a lightsaber.
You would-
I am now having answer envy.
And then probably go
I
like
can't-
Darth Maul's lightsaber, because
Oh, the
I'm super
double-sided.
pretentious, and I would go like zhong, zhong, zhong.
See, that sounds like kayaking to me, and I think in the zombie apocalypse, I am not going to want to like do kayak killing.
Kayak.
I would-
Kayak killing, like boom zombie, boom zombie.
I'm gonna nerd out a little bit, but I would do the needler from Halo. I don't know if you've ever seen that gun.
Would you charge it up? You'd have to charge it up? Or no?
No, that's the plasma pistol. No, I'm talking about the needler with the little, kind of looks like a ladybug with spikes in it.
Ooh.
Or the cricket from Men in Black.
Oh, that little
The little teeny tiny one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
see, I didn't even think of all that.
But you went pretty strong with freaking.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna-
you went with, yeah.
But you know what? Now I keep going back, and I'm like, and then
And
no,
then-
I'm still using the god's weapon.
All right.
Nice.
I believe this is going to be our last question. So, Jess,
Having so much fun.
Ask
All right,
away.
Sarah, I'm asking you this because
Okay.
your salad dressing tonight was just awesome, and we were talking about cooking and all this,
yeah, I'm
and
going to move the mic so Sarah can actually.
and
hear her answer.
I kind of already
Lean
know.
it to the mic over here. Okay. I
I've
got
seen
you.
your fridge when these guys were in charge of the fridge. So the question is, what are the top 5 items you need to have in your fridge at all times?
Oh man.
And here's
That's another loaded question. Let's see. So, I really like fresh ingredients. I really, I like, I've been trying to stay away from meat as much as possible. I don't think I could ever be like a full-on vegan or vegetarian per se, because I like the taste of meat too much to fully get that. But I know that sounds terrible. I would definitely have goat cheese.
Goat cheese,
Love
nice.
goat cheese so much. You can use it in a variety of things. You can use it on crackers. You can use it in salad. And it has this tanginess and creaminess about it, and it's
you put
so
it on tonight
mild.
salad too, didn't you? That was good.
Mm-hmm. And it's I feel like it's almost better than regular cheese that you find because I don't know, it's more mild, and I think it's actually healthier for you. I could just be making that up. Another thing that I would probably have too is probably beer. I love beer.
So far we're cheese and beer.
Beer is like amazing. Like there are so many different types, and there's just so many different flavors of beer you can find. There are stouts, there are IPAs, there are just lagers. There's everything.
You see her having the beer in her hand.
I know, like she's reminiscing about the beer that she had before.
My beer's empty. Yeah. I'm really sad actually.
In the arms of the angel.
But I should probably stop drinking because I'm starting to feel the effects of it.
Yes!
But beer,
Get her another and ask more
definitely.
questions.
Or
not. You
not.
could just have like 3 kinds of cheese and 2 kinds of beer.
Right. That too.
Are you an egg person?
I am not an egg person. I could
That
go
was awesome. I kind of love you so much more now. Snuggle with me, pumpkin.
I could honestly do without eggs. I mean, I like a good omelet. Don't get me wrong, but I could do without eggs. I don't need them in my life.
She's gonna get a tube stud.
Yes, that too.
That's terrible.
That is terrible.
Like,
But anyway, I digress.
Just kidding, Mom.
As pretentious as it is to say, probably kale, because there's a lot you can do with kale.
She drinks this.
a lot you can do with
She
kale.
drinks this gross ass.
It's
kale
not
smoothie
gross.
every morning.
It's not gross.
What do you do to your kale? Do you is it juice? Do you chop it? Like, what do you?
I juice. So what I do is I stick it in a blender with a banana, and we buy these juices. They're not naked, but they're like the cheaper version of that. I can't remember what the name.
Half naked.
The company.
Half
Yeah,
naked
Topless.
it might as well be half naked.
Topless juice.
Pantsless. Pantsless Farms.
Pantless cats.
Pantsless Farms. So I add those 3 ingredients.
Did you make that up?
No.
Is that
Yeah,
really
I
good?
made that up, totally. It's not Pantsless Farms. But I add the 3 ingredients together, and it makes a good smoothie. It's honestly, it's good. It tastes good. It's good for you, whatever. And then you can also cook it, and it tastes
Yum.
good. It's good for you. Yeah, a lot of people don't like kale. Whatever. Fuck you.
I'm so bad.
Sitting next to the kale.
God
brigade.
damn it.
It's a good way to get your greens.
Do we have a close-up cam that we can just zing around, or?
Fine, you know what?
I'll be the producer.
If you think I'm a
anyway.
pretentious bitch, whatever, fine. I mean, I've had heart problems in my family, so I'm trying to eat healthier as I get older. And I work for a heart.
Wait, what do you tell
company.
people? What do you tell people if they don't like kale?
Fuck you.
It
No, I
reminds me
mean,
of the
everyone's like.
Did you get it on your camera?
Everyone's
not.
entitled to their own opinion. My family comes from I come from a long generation of people that have died young from heart attacks, so I'm trying to do everything I can to kind of prevent that if I can. I certainly don't want to live to be 100 because I don't want to be in a nursing home drooling and pissing on myself, but I don't want to be like 50 and have to have 3 or 4 open heart surgeries either, because that costs a ton of money, and fuck that.
Who knew kale was going to prevent all this?
Yes, I know, right?
This is some good
Kale
shit.
also
It's a
fights
superfood.
crime on the weekend.
It does, yes. So what are we?
As
comment,
mild
right?
men are
That's number 3.
shitty vegetables.
Jesus
You
Christ.
don't know
2
that kale
2 more.
Can
Oh
you?
my
That's
god.
the selling point.
I should probably like speed this up a little bit, huh? And then there's that the leftovers.
I was going
Like,
to say Chinese table.
any kind of good leftovers, any kind that you will actually eat and not like leave to spoil in your fridge is also good. Anything that's really edible, you know, like
Fair enough.
Yeah, your Chinese, your the leftover that you had at
Well, there's
the
nothing better
pizza
than
restaurant.
Or
something
pizza,
that
cold
you made
pizza.
the next
yeah.
door, the previous night that was really good.
Could you imagine if you had a box of cold
Don't
pizza?
talk about my box.
But the cold pizza, every time you took out a slice, it would just like replace itself, like automatically replace itself, like it was a magical pizza box that always had.
Always had
Three-
cold
three
pizza
slices
for
of
breakfast.
cold
Hell
pizza in it.
yes, definitely.
Why wouldn't it just be a full pizza that keeps regenerating?
Because who has that space in their fridge?
I know, I'm like,
So, wait, you're gonna put 3 pieces in a whole box?
Wait,
not a
why
whole
are you
box.
taking that away from me? I still have one other food.
There's
in there.
another mic picking you up.
oh, here
Okay.
we go. One other food.
And the last
Another
one,
food.
it's not really a food, but water, because water is sustaining
Life.
and it's
Water
delicious
is
and
life.
it's better when it's cold.
Life water.
And
We're not sponsored by Life Water.
that
Not yet.
that concludes my the 5
Riveting.
essential things I would keep in the fridge.
Nice.
Yes.
I would keep it.
What was that thing about kale? No, just kidding. I'm totally just kidding. What was that middle thing?
All right. Well, I think that's gonna do us here. We've definitely learned some things tonight.
That we have.
Sarah is healthy. Zach is awesome.
You're goddamn right.
I just want to thank again Jess and Sarah for being on the
Yes,
show.
thank you very, very much.
Oh, thank
Just
you for
real
having
quick, where
us.
can people find you on social media, on Instagram?
We are Pancake Alterno Art on Facebook. And actually, we're Pancake Alterno Art on Instagram as well. And you can always contact us via email, which is pancakealternoart@gmail.com. So you can always find us kind of lurking around Worcester there. You never know where we're going to pop up. We're in a building downtown. We have plans to head over to one of the local animal shelters.
Rad.
You may find us popping up on a sidewalk here and there, but we're around. We're expanding.
And
So.
be sure to check out the Pancake channel, which is going to be added and shared at the end of this video.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Oh gosh, and the zine that you can pick up.
Third issue is being almost done.
That's right. You can pick that up at our
When does
event.
When is that coming out for the August event?
For the August event, so August 27th, you are going to be able to pick up volume 3 of the zine, and that's E. We think might have been carrying they had taken the
they
zine.
sold out.
They might have sold out, so that's kind of awesome. We'll have to see if we can zip back down there. So, yeah, we're out and about, and this is exciting.
Everybody is Worcester.
Yeah.
And Sarah, where can people find you?
So my Instagram is sgarland2485. My Facebook is Sarah Duda. And yeah, that's it. I would give you my Snapchat, but it's kind of confusing. It's a long name. So
I just find
That's where
Snapchat
you
itself confusing.
I
it
don't
is
know,
really
Snapchat.
confusing. Yeah. You have to
Practice.
really be
Alright.
into it. Anyway.
Well, again, thank you guys very much for coming on our podcast tonight. And for everyone that was watching out there, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you are interested, or you could even click that little bell up top. We'll get notifications of our shows.
Yes, it's going to be a weekly show, so catch us next week for new guests and different things and learning new stuff.
Or maybe it's just going to be me and him. We don't know yet.
You never really know. It could be us naked. It's if we put up the wrong
Just-
video.
You better not put up that video. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful night.
Is that your sign off? Have a wonderful day. We're gonna come up with something better than that shit.
As he says, as he shouts, talking into his giant dick.
My giant dick.
You
This
giant dick.
robot penis. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Travis Duda. You can find me on Instagram at @HunchbackTravis.
And I'm Zach Cave. You can find me on Instagram at Zach.Cave.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you guys next week.
What a freaking riot.